The brain is a very weird animal because of the things it does. So, case in point, if someone grew up not being assured of a meal when they were a child, the brain and the nervous system learn to associate having a meal with safety. And it would go as far as overcompensating by said person overeating, because the brain learned that we are not sure when whether the next meal will be available, when time comes for the next meal. And so we have to eat for two meals, to cover 2 meals. And whether you have 3 regular meals, but because of that trauma of, let me call it, food poverty. So even when you have 3 regular meals, you'll still eat the double portion because the brain is essentially compensating for those experiences it had during its formative years. And so these are very subconscious actions that, unless you observe them, you will continue making that loop way into your old age, 70s or whatever. And the irony is that same brain that same person can make a decision to fast for religious reasons, but the brain will not panic. It will not shut down, or let me just go with panic. It will not panic. So that's the same person, same brain, same childhood trauma. And that's why I'm saying the brain is a very weird animal. Because in that situation where the person is fasting, you'd think the brain would ring alarm bells like, we haven't had the first meal, that is breakfast, and now we have missed the second meal, which is lunch. So that should trigger an existential alarm in the brain. But you'll see that person power through, and probably they will, only eat in the evening for dinner, for supper. But even for that supper, they will do like a double portion, like they regularly do. So the minute the brain sees a plate of food in front of it, the plate has to be a double portion. It has to look like a double portion, even if it's just stuffed underneath with vegetables or whatever. But they have to see the portion as a double portion, for the brain to relax, for the brain to feel safe, for the nervous system to say we are not under threat. And weird dynamics. So like I said, these are subconscious patterns that need to be observed for them to stop having such power over you. And the best way is to keep a record. It can either be a journal or mental notes of your behaviors and the things that make you angry, make you yearn for things, make you feel unsafe, so that they are not subconscious anymore. And once a habit is consciously observed, then its power reduces and you can be able to change that pattern of behavior, or that thought pattern, or that belief system. I was about to say very easily, but it's not that easy. It usually takes a lot of willpower and healing and reassuring the nervous system and the brain that despite, let me use the food example, despite the plate being half full, we are not under threat, we are safe, and we will have the next meal, or the next meal is available, and there's no reason to panic. So that's the brain. It's a very weird animal.